Alan Jackson built his entire career singing about things that last forever. What happens when the one thing he can't control starts slipping away? For over 3 decades, Alan Jackson stood as country music's conscience, a tall, steady figure in a Stetson hat, delivering songs about small towns, deep faith, and the kind of love that weathers every storm. But behind that familiar baritone and unshakable presence, a quiet battle has been unfolding. A hereditary neurological disease has been gradually reshaping his relationship with his own body, making balance, movement, and even standing at a microphone an act of quiet courage. The man who spent a lifetime preserving other people's memories is now navigating a reality no song can fully prepare you for. He was born on October 17, 1958, in Newnan, Georgia, into a working-class family where love wasn't spoken in grand gestures. It was shown through hard work and showing up. His father, Eugene "Daddy Gene" Jackson, worked with his hands and led by example. His mother, Ruth, kept the household grounded in faith and practicality. Their home had literally grown around an old tool shed, not built for appearances, but for need. That world, modest, honest, quietly dignified, became the emotional blueprint for everything Alan would later write. Music found him through radio and church pews. He didn't hear it as entertainment, so much as testimony, proof that ordinary lives carried extraordinary weight. He taught himself guitar, absorbed every classic country voice he could find, and began quietly learning that the most powerful songs don't tower above their listeners. They sit right beside them. His path to Nashville wasn't a rocket launch. It was a long, uncertain climb. His wife, Denise, who had known him since their teenage years, worked as a flight attendant while Alan pursued his dream. She famously connected him with Glenn Campbell during one of her flights, which helped open doors in Nashville's music industry. They relocated in 1985, and Alan took a job in the mailroom at the Nashville Network while continuing to write. Talent alone doesn't open doors, persistence does. And so does having someone who believes in you before the world does. When his debut album arrived in 1990, it wasn't chasing trends, it was pushing back against them. Songs like Chattahoochee and Don't Rock the Jukebox weren't nostalgic novelties. They were declarations that real country music, steel guitar, fiddle, and plain-spoken truth, still had a home. Listeners agreed by the millions. Then came September 11, 2001. In the aftermath of unimaginable national grief, Alan wrote, "Where were you when the world stopped turning?" Not as a political statement, but as a human one. He didn't claim to have answers. He just asked the question everyone was silently holding, and somehow, that was exactly enough. The song became one of the most important recordings in modern American music. His personal life carried its own weight. His marriage to Denise faced serious strain. Reports indicate a separation in the late 1990s, following admitted infidelity. But the two chose to rebuild, a process that was anything but simple. That hard-won reconciliation gave songs like Remember When a depth no studio polish could manufacture. In 2021, Alan publicly revealed his diagnosis of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a progressive neurological condition affecting movement and sensation. And on June 27, 2026, he performed his final full-length concert at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Not as a defeat, but as a dignified farewell from a man who always knew when a song had found its ending. If his music has ever helped you remember someone or something you thought time had taken, drop it in the comments. And if this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. There's plenty more worth remembering.